everybody, and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. They call me Mitchell, and I'm working my voice out this morning. So I'm still having an amazing time here at the Reader Studio in New York. And the reason I'm kind of hoarse, I'm not sick, but you're in loud situations, you're talking, you're meeting new people. I got to meet Polo, who I've been talking to for like a year on Facebook, and last year this time we missed each other because I went to bed early. So I love how the internet is almost like what I imagine we humans trying to create the spiritual world here, so we can be connected at any moment, at any time. So today's message, and today is, what is today? Today is the 25th, I'm right, 25th of April 2015. So I'm going to do a little message for today and tomorrow. And the message today from Spirit, I had a couple amazing readings last night, and one of them just really sparked what I want to talk about this morning. And that is, and actually, you know what, several people over this weekend I've just had these conversations with about how we're still in these little mini jail cells of our life. Sometimes they're in certain areas where we're just so fearful to move forward, and we have the keys in our hand, in our pocket, and we can open it and walk out. And if you read tarot, it's an awful lot like the Eight of Swords. And in my deck, Chiro puts a woman in a web, and the funny thing is there are 8 swords around her. She can cut herself down at any moment. So what I got from Spirit this morning in my quiet time was, be kind to yourself on this journey to freedom and self-realization. So be kind. When you wake up and say, today's the day I'm going to quit my job. Today's the day I'm going to walk out of this relationship. Today's the day I'm not going to take this crap from my best friend anymore. Whenever you start to do that and you say, put your foot down, and then all of a sudden, by the end of that day, it didn't happen. And then what we lay down and we beat ourselves over the back. We're punishing ourselves for not doing what we either intended or wanted or hoped. So be kind to yourself, because, guilt and shame and all that doesn't do any good to help you achieve what you want to achieve. And last night I got to mention my ficus story again. If you have a ficus plant, you can look it up and you put it in a corner. It's just a simple tree, a simple plant that most people have in their homes, or that are in most homes, that like you will find them in homes. Spirit just corrects me. If you want to move it from one end of the house to the other, if you just did it, boom, almost all the leaves would fall off, because it's such a shock for that plant to move that distance that it freaks out. But if you move it like 5 or 6 inches every day, slowly move it, it adjusts, until finally it's where it needed to be, and it went slowly. Now, some of us, we are rip the Band-Aid off and go, but some of us are ficus, and sometimes in relationships, you need to be a ficus, and in the other area, you need to be more like, I call it fire and flames. Burn the house down, or take it slowly. Ficus, take it real slow. So be kind to yourselves. That's what I'm saying from Spirit today. So looking at the energy today, today's the number 1 day if you add up all the numbers. And that's beginnings, independence. It's the masculine aspect, leadership, motivation. And then lenormand, to go along with the energy of today, is Tower. So this Tower card can be about work, institution, large buildings, government, places. Very different from Tarot Tower. And then lenormand, to go along with it, is going to be the Hangman. And I don't do reverse, so I'm going to flip it over. So don't go, because the Hangman was upright, which looks really weird. So the Hangman. So there's definitely going to be probably a moment where where you're stuck in your work, where you're stuck in that business you were just talking about. Gonna quit my job, I'm gonna go full-time here, gonna do this. So look where you are feeling stuck, because today's a 1 day. And with that 1 energy, today's the day where you can shake it up and move out gently. You can either ficus your way out, or you can flames, burn it down and walk out. I quit, I'm gone. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to get my resume together. Then the next week, you're going to say, I'm going to look at job opportunities. The next week, I'm going to go on an interview. So slowly move your way out of there. I had to be a ficus with my family. And lenormand for tomorrow, which is the 26th day, which is a number 2, which becomes the feminine principle, and harmony, unity, cooperation, is going to be mountain. So this card is about giant immovable objects. They could be difficult to scale. They could be anchoring you. They could be, grounding you. So it's interesting how a mountain, this also goes back to what I talked about, and that is this mountain could be, your obstacle, your jail cell that you're trapped in, trying to get over, get around. And then tarot, to go along with it, is this Three of Coins. I love that this came up because yesterday we did a practice where we looked at the elementals from Ellen Prince, and I forget, it's Ellen something Prince, dash Prince. I forget her middle name. Ellen Lorenzo Prince. Beautiful deck, the Dark Goddess. But we talked about the different elementals. So with this Three of Coins, it's almost like the whole thing of, the sculpture is within the stone. We're just chipping away. So chip away at your mountain. Work gently. And again, this man is working very tedious, very tiny. And it goes right along with what I just said. You might need a ficus. And the other image I had with this card was how the water erodes the earth. It slowly over time takes it a long time to erode that mountain down to a tiny little molehill and becomes more surmountable. So be kind to yourself on this journey to freedom and self-realization as you gently, slowly, carefully take one step at a time. And you may take a step backwards and just go, you know what? Maybe I need to experience that moment again. Don't go, oh, why did I do that? Maybe you need to experience again to really learn that lesson, to really experience that moment. So I thank you so much. Check out my website, intuitivemessenger.org. Grand Tableau spread is still up. I'm going to be doing the beautiful creatures spread for May, and then I'll be doing the Fountain Tarot spread either June or July. And with all these other decks that I got here, I'm going to be doing something. They're sitting right here. I got like 10 books and stuff. So namaste. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.